SL World of Performance. Before we get started, Michael, what do we think about our new digs here for SL20 Television Productions?
Think they are amazing.
I
This is
know.
this is awesome. Like I cannot begin to explain how amazing this is. I'm just so grateful to be here with you guys, man.
Well, you get to break the stage in, and we're so happy that you
Yes.
get to spend some time with us. So I'd love to hear about someone's origin story with Second Life. So how did you discover Second Life, and who or what led you here, be on here with us?
It's it's an amazing story. I'm not even gonna I
Awesome.
came to virtual reality with hopes of emerging. And this was back in 2016. I came to virtual reality with hopes of emerging real life music careers with, um, you know, the virtual reality world. And that was back in IMVU days. So I couldn't really sing like I wanted to. I couldn't really produce the voice like I wanted to. So I would manage artists. And I was a manager for some of the major stars, Nicki Minaj, Resets. There's just a long list of people I've managed at IMVU. We're not going to get too caught up on that. But it was very limited. So I kind of I lost the fire and I kind of fell back to real life. I had a son in real life about the end of my IMVU era, and
Congratulations.
thank you so much. He is 7 now and an amazing
Ah,
kid. You guys can actually meet my son if you check out the documentary that SL and I, that we put together. Um, I introduced my children to the virtual reality world. They've actually, not to get off topic, but they've actually did voiceovers in the video I did with Yana Snow, called "You're My Everything." So they were
my
act they
gosh.
yeah. So they got their feet wet in the entertainment world, much like their dad. So so getting back to the topic, it started over there in IMVU. It was very restricted. Nothing against IMVU. It's an amazing platform. It's just there were restrictions that SL,
Limitations.
yeah, limitations that SL didn't have. SL allowed us to talk on mic, walk around freely, fly, do whatever we want to do, pretty much. Create amazing venues and amazing um, gigs just like this, just like this SL20 music um, venue that you guys put together. This is an amazing spot.
No, I'm loving it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So just to like kind of make a long story short, I was introduced to SL by a friend of mine, Cherry. She told me you can actually talk, you can walk around freely, you could drive cars. Her words were, it's kind of like if you took GTA and Facebook and merged them together. And I was like, what? It just doesn't make sense. So I came and
Interesting concept.
it was an interesting concept, but it's true. You're free to roam. You're free to do whatever you want to do. And what I want to do is spread love and peace and joy throughout the world. Um, and that SL allowed me to do that. So my origin story is simply this. Um, I was introduced to SL. I got here. My brother Trill didn't let me get no breathing room, no chill time. As soon as I got here, he was like, "All right, so this is how you perform. This is what you got to do. This is what you're gonna do. This is what we're doing." Like, and
Right.
I followed his great advice, and boom, here we are.
Well, we're so glad that you're here, and it's been amazing to see where you've come from just from the beginning until now. I listened to one of your other interviews that you did, and you talked about your first name being Michael and not Michael, due to a spelling error on the doctor's part, and your mom ended up liking it even more. So how about we find out a little bit more about your SL name? Your full name in your profile is Michael MJ, Stay Loyal, Dark Told. So can you tell us a little bit about those names and where they come from?
Okay, well, Darkfold, that is my SL dad's name. Everybody's familiar with the Darkfold name. Please, like, yes, that's my fam. That's my fam. Um, that's my peoples. That's they really good people. Stay loyal. I would say the same for them. Um, those that's my family here in SL. So that's where Stay Loyal and Darkfold came from. Michael, that's just my real name. Trill is like I said, I mentioned him earlier. That's my brother. That's who gave me a family when I got here. And I'm just grateful for that.
That's
Um,
important in SL to have that family
it
background and
really
that
is.
family behind you.
It really is. It really is. Now, I might own the Darkfold bed. I haven't used it yet, so don't worry.
It wasn't yet, sir. I
It's a
heard
nice
that, yes.
bed. It's
I
very,
heard
very
that.
nice. The bed is nice. Like, come on, everybody. Like the bed is awesome. But okay, so that's where the origin came from. Just basically meeting amazing people when I got to SL. When I first came to SL, I wanted to make music, like I said. I applied to be a member of HBAM, but I also applied to be a member of Hooleyville Records at the same time. And so Hooleyville got back to me before HBAM got back to me. So honestly, it would have been up in the air on which label I signed with. But neither label felt any type of resentment or any issues with it. They both HBAM and Hooleyville embraced me with open arms and supported me and stood beside me and lifted me up. And I would constantly be like, you guys are the reason I'm where I am today. And they would constantly say, no, 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 it's you, it's your work ethic, team, it's the people around you. Big ups to Carmen Lachey, the CEO of Mikey Live. I'm just a singer. I don't want anybody to think like this is a group effort. And it's not just our entities that I'm involved with, but it's the community. It's Second Life. All of us together, the Lindens, everybody together is the reason why we're sitting here talking today. And I'm grateful for all of it.
Amazing way to look at it. And I agree. You're only as strong as the tribe that's behind you,
Mm-hmm.
and you definitely seem to live that. I'm gonna step back for you a little bit. So when you think back and close your eyes and really think about your past, what is that first memory of music in your life?
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-I-O. It's, it's,
Who sang that to you?
my mom sung that at such an early age. She won't let me forget the story. She's constantly saying, I was changing your diaper one day. I was singing Old MacDonald to you, and your response was E-I-E-I-O. That's, I'm not in control of. I'm in control of what we do with this talent. I'm in control of taking care of my body, my mind. I'm in control of harnessing and building upon this gift. But this gift was a gift from God. He placed this song in my heart, you know, um, and I'm just singing it. It may be in different forms, or it may be in a unfamiliar form, or it may be different. But the fact of the matter is God gave me the gift of song. He didn't give me the ability to sing. He gave me the gift of song. He put a song in my heart. And my mom realized that very early when she was changing my diaper and I was just a baby. I must have been
Oh,
super young if I was getting my diaper changed. So she said, "Old man got on how to farm," and I said, "E-I-E-I-O," in a real cute little baby voice. I can't really mimic it now. It was my voice when I was a baby, but I can't mimic it now. So and that goes with every artist. Every artist, it starts the gift is put inside of you, and you're just it sounds so supernatural, but the fact of the matter is you are given a gift, and it's your job to give that gift to the world. And what are you going to do with that gift? My goal is to literally, music came back to me and saved me from a really dark place, a depression. And I just want to use that gift to save others from whatever they're going through, to give them, let them know that we're here with them.
that's amazing. I think music touches everyone in a different way, and the fact that you can share that gift with everybody, and even if it makes one person's life, affecting them in a positive way, then that's fantastic. Um, what do you do when you're feeling down on yourself? You're working on a song and it's not sounding right. You're down in the dumps about it, and you're thinking, I can't do this. How do you how do you pull yourself out of that? What do you do? Get out of those little grooves we get in sometimes.
We're being transparent, right?
We are.
We're gonna be transparent. When I do that, I run to the head of my label, and I ramble on, and I imagine she gets tired of me, but she never shows it. Um, I lean on the people around me, because, to be honest, like we said in the beginning, it's a joint effort. It's one thing to hop up in here, stand in front of a microphone, and sing your heart out. But when you're trying to make a difference, um, you need different opinions. You need different insight. And that's what they offer. My brother Nesto, he had broke it down to me at one point. I thought I was a singer. I thought I was a musician. Um, the fact of the matter is, in order to really paint a picture, you have to have a vision. And the gift of visions are given to visionaries, people who can basically see the picture, sit back and look at it and see the bigger picture. So to answer your question, I I lean on the people around me. I used to go into a dark place that many would call depression, but I realized that I'm not alone, and so I lean on my friends, and my friends don't let me down. They never let me down. Um, and I'm just grateful for. That's why I'm great. One of the big reasons why I'm grateful for Second Life is the bonds that have been created throughout this whole walk. I'm able to talk to people as if I've known them my entire life. There's people there's friends here that I have bonds with, that seem like we might as well have been born raised together.
Right?
Yeah, man. So to answer your question, not to ramble. I'm sorry. I know I
You're
talk a lot,
fine.
but to answer your question, yes. You turn to your friends when you don't know what to sing. You turn to your friends. They got a song for you to sing. They got insight for you.
Dude, they definitely do. And I think it's funny, there are friends on here that I consider to be some of my closest people that I may have never seen their real face. I may never know their real name, but they're some of my closest friends, and SL gives that to us. It's quite amazing.
It is.
So what do you do before you go on stage? Do you have a routine? Is there little good luck things you do, like you got to do this first, or that first? And I'm sorry, this is a loaded question here. And then what else is running through your head, like those few minutes right before you go on stage?
That's not a loaded question. I mean, it is a loaded question, but it's not a loaded question because that's going to be the easiest question to answer. All these thoughts, what's going to mess up? What's going to, what issues are we going to have? Is the stage going to res? Is all the props that we need going to res? All of these things go through my head. Are the dancers going to be on point? Am I going to mess up when I push play? Are we going to be off key and off balance? All these thoughts run through my head. Is my outfit going to appeal to the general public? Shout out to Deadpool. Shout out to David Heather. Is my outfit going to appeal to the public? All these things go through my head. But what I do is I calm down, stop, and I pray. And when I open my eyes, I stand up. I, I fix my suit, and I go party. I don't even call it performing for people. I go party with the people out there ready to party with me. I
Shows.
remember that's really what it's all about. It's having fun, and so that's what we do.
Awesome. So it shows that you have fun out there. And I'm a firm believer, I'll keep doing something until I'm not having fun anymore, because that's definitely what's most important.
Hmm. That is.
So with SL, there's a lot of people that say SL is SL and RL is RL. Do you share those same sentiments? And what is your thought on our SLs and RLs mixing?
Shout out to PYT, Pretty Young Thing. They created my likeness, my real life likeness. I brought that to SL. There's no separation between the two. This requires my time. SL requires my time. Real life requires my time. And nothing against anybody, but me personally, um, I'm bringing my real life music career, my real life likeness to SL. There's no separation. You got to understand, like, I got two amazing children that I am raising, and I am teaching, and I need to be able to focus on them while also keeping a roof over our head, while
Right.
also maintaining my music career. Like, my band works with me in SL, my real life band,
Oh,
Combination.
wow.
Shout out to Combination. We work together. My producer too. Shout out to ACI Music. We bring all of this, and shout out to Slant. We bring all of this together and make Mike Keo live. It's so much bigger than just a guy logging on to SL. This is a group of people, a team that I represent every time I get on SL. So it all runs concurrent. It's all in the same bowl. You know, but it's a good salad though.
Yes, it is. I agree. It's awesome you get to bring your real life here. I don't I personally don't get the SL as SL and RL as RL viewpoint, because I'm me. This is me sitting right here, and that's you sitting right there, and that's what we push out to both worlds. It's just who we are.
It's very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Um, so talking about your band a little bit, and so looking at your song list, you have a variety of genres, a variety of artists. Um, is there one that you lean more towards, where you guys feel most comfortable, or you just, hey, I'll do whatever?
You know, my band likes to put me in a box. They're like, okay, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, and I'm like, but bruh, I could do this. Like, there's no limits. We could go anywhere and make, you know, and perform. You know, there's no limits. They don't see it. So honestly, sometimes I escape. This is the only separation. Sometimes I escape to SL, and I'm able to sing songs that they wouldn't. But that's when you hear the karaoke. You know, when
Okay.
you hear the band playing and it's really like jamming and we're all together, that's the band. But when you hear me just singing over music, that's music. Like, you know, because I don't want to be, I feel like a musician or as a creative, there's nothing that you can't do, nothing that you shouldn't at least try, you know. So I sing, there's no genre limits, there's no language barriers, there's no time barriers. That's the good thing about SL. You can travel the world and you can sing within a week all over the world, you
Yeah.
know. And so I don't limit myself to a particular genre. I don't limit myself to a particular sound or even a particular language. I performed with Blackpink, and I learned a language, and you know we did that, and I was so excited about that. It's those type of ventures, you know, those type of ventures that um make this so awesome, make this venture on SL so awesome, on Second Life so awesome.
That's great. You get to explore more here than you would in real life. What's what's your favorite song right now that's not on your band's playlist, but that you're performing here in SL because it's something you want to
Okay,
do?
I'm sorry. Now that's a loaded question
I
because
know.
I don't have, because honestly, I don't have a favorite song. You know, much like people, you know, you got people who have a favorite food. I don't have a favorite food. I have like I eat for the nutrition, you know. And when it comes to music, I sing with the mindset of reaching multitudes. So I don't have a favorite song. My favorite thing to do is sing and perform, if that makes sense.
I get you.
Okay, okay, cool. But anything by Michael Jackson is definitely top tier. I will say
See, there you go. There's a
Usher and that.
favorite.
Well, those are some faves. But my main goal is to really like, I really want to, I want to give everybody music. I don't want to limit, you know, I don't want to limit what people get from Mikey Live.
Yeah, we like when you give us a little bit of everything. I think that's one of the best parts of you.
Oh, thank you.
For artists who's just coming up, they're just getting started, getting their, toe in the pond. What advice do you have for them coming into SL and trying to perform and sing?
In the beginning, you're a voice in the dark. In the beginning, you're just singing. I want y'all to look around. I want y'all to mingle with people. I want you to focus more so on marketing. I want y'all to put everything you can put into every performance. It's going to be tiring. You're going to lose sleep. You're going to look in the mirror. Your eyes are going to be red. You're going to put your head back. You may get dizzy. If that happens, go get some sleep, drink some water, and then get back to, if this is what you want to do it completely, full heartedly. Put all you can into it. And don't limit yourself because of what you saw before you. Create Be a trailblazer. Create a new direction. You know, there's like just create a new direction, and don't be too hard on yourself. But in the same breath, don't sleep on yourself. If you can sing, sing in front of everybody you can sing in front of. Now, if you can't, I understand that. I get it. I understand. You don't want to, you're doing it for fun. Cool. But if you know God gave you a gift, I want you to take that gift and give it back to the world. Give it back to God, you know, but give it to the world. Because when you give it to the world, you're giving it back to God. Just be mindful. Walk with, be deliberate. Step back, look at the situation, eye it out, calculate it, and walk in it. Walk in your truth. You're a singer. You're a rapper. You're a DJ. You're a creator of t-shirts, a graphic designer. You landscape. Whatever you do, don't waver. Don't sleep on yourself. Push yourself because you are strong. Or we are strong. You take care of your body. Your body can do a whole lot of things. Don't sleep on yourself. Put yourself in front of people who can help you. But when you do that, you put on, When I came to Smoke Fest last year, and I got to mention Smoke Fest because it's because of Smoke Fest that so many doors opened up for me. When I came to Smoke Fest, I'm sorry, not last year. In the beginning of the year, when I came to Smoke Fest, I poured it all out. I showed that's a world stage. When you're on a world stage, first of all, apply. Take the time it takes to apply. Get yourself a team, get yourself management so that you can focus on the music. But you need somebody working on the applications and doing the footwork so that you can be put yourself in a good position, because that's what happened with Smokefest. I put myself in a big position, and we put on a show. We gave it our all, and because of those circumstances, a lot of doors opened. So first of all, first advice: keep on your craft. Make sure your craft is A1. 2, put yourself in position. 3, when you're in position, don't stop. Go harder. It's really just that simple. And make sure y'all tune in to SL20 Music, because if you want to be an artist, this is where you need to be.
You made me smile there. No, so I know Smoke Fest was that turning point for you. We talked about that the other week when we were talking just just last week, and that stage I'm so excited to see what's coming up for them, and who's going to be there, and because it's going to be quite amazing to see those future artists that are going to come out just like you did. It's going to be an amazing thing to see. What do you do to escape? So, you want to get away for a little bit. You need that Mikey all time. What do you do?
I log off.
Yes, I get that.
I log off. I'll hop on the bike. I'll hop on the rollerblades. Anything that gets my body moving and allows me to take in some fresh air. People may call me crazy for this, but I hug a tree, knock off that
Nothing
negative.
crazy about that.
I ground. I take my shoes off, walk around outside. I'm very in tune with nature, as we all should be. Um, but that's what I do. I go embrace real life. You cannot forget real life, you guys. Focus on real life. Now, me,
Get
I'm
lost in
lucky.
here.
I get to, yes, it's easy to get lost
Hmm.
in Second Life because, I mean, come on, it's amazing. It's amazing. Um, the fact of the matter is I log off for a little bit. I go be with my kids, cook dinner, just normal stuff. That's what brings me joy. I'm a weirdo a little bit,
No,
working
not at all.
happy, working makes me happy, whether it be in the house, working around in the house, or um, going out and doing something like rocking with my band. That's always awesome. Really, honestly, there really is no downtime. It's always up. It's always a very active scenario, but in the same breath, that's what makes me happy personally. Um, so that's what I do. You know, long walks on the beach and stuff.
And hugging trees. I like it. A little personal question.
Hmm.
Do you sing in the shower?
All the time. I wrote some of my best songs. I wrote some of my best songs in the shower.
Awesome.
With my best songs, and you guys will be you'll hear some because I wrote some songs about SL in the shower. Not that I was thinking about SL while taking a shower or nothing. Like, never mind. You know what?
I
You're
just
gonna
went
get
down a
some good
trail
music.
there.
You're gonna get some good music. I promise. Coming up soon. And yes, it might have started in the shower, but whatever.
IPL shower songs. That's what they need to be called. I like it.
That's gonna be the album. The album.
Love it. So I have one more question after this, but what I kind of wanted to end with. But is there anything else? Is there anything else you want everybody out there listening and watching us to know about Mikey VR?
Yeah, I do. I
Okay.
do. And with everybody, basically in regards to everybody on this cell, we're human. We make mistakes. Um, so look at the art. Look at the art. Look past the person sometimes and just embrace the art of it all, the talent, the gift. Um, don't get caught up in the person, and don't let um, rumors, because but it's SL. They're gonna spread. Find out if you're really interested in knowing. Find out the truth from that person. And I know it's a little off topic from the music, but find out the truth from that person. Um, and embrace what they have to bring to SL. Make SL fun. Don't make it a stressful place for yourself. Make it a fun place for yourself. And uplift each other. Because we all we got. And life is short. So let's big each other up. Let's lift each other up. Because you never know, that person you lifted up is you're lifting him or her up into a position that may just very well mean that they could reach down and take your hand and pull you up. You know, just just embrace the art, embrace the art, and take in all that SL has to offer, and let it be a place that brings you happiness and spread happiness because all we need is love, like the song says.
So, yeah, put that song in my head now.
All we need is a love, love.
Okay, so to end up here, I had some rapid fire questions for you.
Oh man.
I know they're all song related.
Okay.
Okay, so and I'll make it even a little bit easier. We don't have to say a particular song. I'll even take an artist as well. But first thing that comes to your mind, your favorite song when you're sad.
Michael Jackson.
Okay.
You are not alone.
Very good song. That's quite a beautiful song. Favorite song when you're happy?
I'm so happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is for you. Hey! That right there.
A favorite song when you want to, get a little busy?
Touch it, touch it. Done with your policy, touch it. Hey, I can hear your body calling me. That's that word.
Got me grooving over here. And last one, favorite song when you want to party?
Hey, hey, don't wanna meet your daddy. You know, that right there. Hey, by Outkast. I love that song. It's one of my favorites.
Love it. We even got some tunes along with those answers. It's perfect. Michael, thank you so very much for sitting down and talking with us today. I love the opportunity that I got to see a little more of who you are, not just the man out there with his team making amazing music and enthralling us with your talent, but that kind and hardworking and motivating person that you are. So thank you so very, very much.
Roxy, it is my pleasure. Thank you so much. You and the whole Second Life 20 organization team. I really do appreciate you. Second Life 20 music. I really do appreciate you guys.
Thank you so very much. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And then when we come back, we're going to witness some magic as Michael performs for us and breaking in this brand new SL20 stage.
Let's go.
No matter who we are, and no matter where we are, we all want to feel good when we are at home. Tridente Interactive Mesh. No matter who we are, and no matter where we are, we all want to feel good when we are at home. Tridente Interactive Mesh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael VR to the SL20 stage.
I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. But darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own. And in your eyes, you're holding mine. Well, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you. Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. When you said you look a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share a home. Well, I found a lover to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Well, baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite song. Then I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful. I don't deserve it, darling. You look perfect tonight. Oh, 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 baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms. Barefoot on the grass, ooh, listening to our favorite song. I have faith in what I see. Now I know I have met an angel in person, and she looks perfect. I don't deserve this. You look perfect tonight. You ready, world? Yeah. Thank you, Second Life 20 organization, for having us. We are Mike King Live. Can I sing to you? Can't keep my hands off your body. It feels better than anything I ever made. move on with somebody less like me. I don't know how we end up in the red. Find myself reading your comments again, and then we end up in each other's heads. And it all makes sense because you got a feeling, a soul that I need in my life, baby. Oh, though we may grow, I don't know why we don't grow apart, baby. Maybe I need you. I breathe you, turning my heart blue. Oh, I need you. When I leave you, I see you. Maybe I'm just pissed off without us. Maybe my life's just off without us. Maybe you're worth it all to me, baby. Maybe, oh maybe, just maybe. Maybe I need you. Thank you. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt? I know you smell the perfume, the makeup on his shirt. You don't believe his stories. You know that there are lies. Bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I'd be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman that serves good things. Fistful of diamonds, handful of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you, love you, love you. Yeah. Listen, your true beauty's description. You look so good that it hurts. You're a dime plus 99, and it's a shame. Don't even know what you're worth. Everywhere you go, they stop and they stare, 'cause you're bad and it shows. From your head to your toes, out of control, baby, you know. You'll never have to worry about what I do. I'll be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman serves good things. Fistful of diamonds, handful of rings. Baby, you're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me love you. You deserve better. No, you deserve better. We should be together, girl. With me and you, it's forever, girl. Take me, baby. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you need. Good love and protection. That good love and protection, baby. Show you the way I'm supposed to be. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way I'm supposed to be. You should let me love you, love you, love you, baby. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. You should let me love you.
Thank you all so very much for joining us, and please give Mikey a round of applause. He was just fantastic. We got to grace the stage today, and we are so very proud. It's a great opportunity to get to learn more about this amazing person, not just a performer, not just a singer, but this amazing person. Everyone have a great night, and stay tuned for more from SL20.